You found it. Your home for the best content on your favorite team, the Fighting Tigers of LSU. Do us a favor, subscribe to the channel, leave your comments below, and be sure to smash that like button. LSU football landed its 10th commitment for the class of 2026. Hayes Fawcett broke the news just a bit ago. How about it, man? Havon Finney Jr., an elite cornerback out of the class of 2026, has committed to the Tigers. 6'2", 170 pounds. He's out of Sierra Canyon in the Los Angeles area. And when you talk about an elite level corner, this certainly qualifies. So 1 year after one class, after LSU landed DJ Pickett, 5-star #1 corner in the country out of Florida, you go to the other coast here, and you land Havon Finney out of California, 6'2", 170. He's a 4-star who very possibly could, by the end of his recruitment, be a 5-star. This is in the On3 composite, by the way. So he is, in the composite, the number 55 overall player in the country, the number 7 cornerback, and the 9th best player in California. Rivals already has him rated as a 5-star and the number 17 player in the country. So he's a 4-star by On3, 24/7, and ESPN. Rivals has him as a 5-star in the composite. So whenever you mesh the four top surfaces together, he's the number 55 overall player in the country. So you're talking about an elite level dude. And what do I always say? I'm not so much interested in your star ranking or your ranking or any recruiting ranking and that stuff. I'm more interested in who recruited you. He picked LSU over Southern Cal and Oregon. Also had offers from Ohio State, Michigan, Notre Dame, Texas A&M, Penn State, Miami, Tennessee, Texas, Florida State, Oklahoma, Georgia, Washington, UCLA, BYU, Cal, Michigan State, Arizona, and then some other small schools who probably offered him when he was like 6 years old. And yeah, you're not going to land that guy. So elite level prospect here that you've landed. And one of the things that is very obvious, but I'll state it again, when Corey Raymond left for Florida, let's be honest, he wasn't retained. When he wasn't retained by Brian Kelly and went to Florida, you siphoned off the pipeline of talent at that position to this program. You had Elias Ricks. You had Dwight McGlothern. Know what happened? Joe gets fired. Those guys hit the transfer portal. Corey Raymond's not retained. And you started recruiting 3-stars like Jeremiah Hughes. Again, I don't mean that to be insulting to Jeremiah Hughes, but at LSU, you should never go to Las Vegas to recruit a 3-star. If you're getting on a plane, it's to go recruit DJ Pickett. If you're getting on a plane, it's to go recruit Havon Finney, the number 55 overall prospect in America who's from Los Angeles who wants to come be part of DBU. Yep, I'll get on a plane to go recruit that guy. And Corey Raymond has done that better than anybody over the last decade and a half in college football. It's not even debatable. So you start to look at what that cornerback room is going to look like in 25 and 26 and how this may work. Look, you're going to need to fortify that room. So in 2025, for this coming season, remember, you went into the portal, you added Mansour Delane and Jakeem Jackson. So you added 2 guys that can help you immediately. You have Ashton Stamps returning. That's 3. You added DJ Pickett, who's going to be in the mix. In addition to those 4, you've got PJ Woodland. You've got Michael Turner. You also signed Aiden Anding and Jacob Bradford out of Louisiana in this most recent class. Those are guys that are probably redshirt candidates in their freshman season here at LSU because of Mansour Delane and Jakeem Jackson and Ashton Stamps and DJ Pickett and PJ Woodland. Like, they're just buried down the depth chart. But when you start to look at 2026, which is the class here that Finney is a part of, like, Mansour Delane is going to be a one and done at LSU most likely. Ashton Stamps could leave after his junior season. Don't know. It's one to watch. Jakeem Jackson will be draft eligible. Will he return to LSU in 26? Don't know. Again, this is a far way away. But you can understand why, as Brian Kelly has continued to talk about how they want to build the roster, right? Build through high school recruiting, supplement in the portal. Well, building through high school recruiting is less now about getting the project guys that you're going to develop. It's more about getting the top tier guys that can help you right away, because by and large, guys don't stay. That's not to say that that's binary. There are situations where guys will stay and grow and develop and get better. Yeah, I think PJ Woodland might be a really good example of that in time. Look at what's happening on your offensive line right now. With someone like Tyree Adams. That's a guy who was a highly regarded guy in New Orleans, sat behind Will Campbell, really talented, and now going into year 3, he's going to probably be your starting left tackle. So there are examples of it. But those are the exceptions now, not the rule, when you turn over roughly a quarter of your class every year. So you get the top tier guys that can come in and make an impact, and this is probably a guy in Havon Finney who, when he shows up on campus, it's probably going to be regarded similar to DJ Pickett, someone who you think is going to be able to help you in some way, even if it's not starting day one at boundary corner. Is he in nickel or dime packages? We'll see how all that goes, but you love the build as well, because that is what Corey Raymond recruits. 6'2", 170 pounds. Like, you look at DJ Pickett, who's a legit 6'4". You can think back to guys like Ricks and McGlothern, who we just mentioned, or Tharold Simon, Mo Claiborne. Tall, long cornerbacks. Like, that's what Corey Raymond wants in this program. So that's what he wants at cornerback. And you got another one here in Havon Finney, who is a big, long corner, one of the top players in the country, one of the top cornerbacks in the country, from Los Angeles, who passed on hometown USC and Oregon and all that Nike money to come to Baton Rouge to play for Corey Raymond at DBU. So Havon Finney becomes the 10th commitment in the LSU class for 2026. And, boy, that 2026 class for LSU right now is chugging along pretty good. The number one class, this is in the on-3 composite, the number one class in the country, which obviously means they have the number one class in the SEC as well, with 10 commitments now for the class of 2026. And Havon Finney out of LA is the latest. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact, and be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.